like empty, and then all of a sudden everybody shows up. But welcome to 1 Million Cups. This is a Kauffman Foundation initiative. Kauffman, the whole 1 Million Cups idea is that we share 1 million cups of coffee, which I see everybody has. If you need any, it's in there. Share 1 million cups of coffee with each other and grow our economy, our local economy, through entrepreneurship. So today is a very special guest. His name is Kareem. So whenever we're building our new website right now, we're about to launch we have our old one up that looks crappy. We're about to launch our new one. And one of the things that we've been really emphasizing is video content. Google did a research report, and it said, people are about like 60 times more likely to engage with you if you have video content on your homepage rather than if you just have text. So it really is kind of the medium of the future as far as how to grab people from a marketing perspective. So that's why I'm very interested in hearing about this product and this service, because it's something that more and more people are going to need. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Kareem and Prodeo360.
Thanks, man. How's everybody doing this morning? Everybody enjoying the coffee so far? I had a couple cups before I came, so I'm good to go as well. And so like he said, I'm here today to talk about my company, Prodeo360. And in the summary, the quick elevator pitch is this. We do custom 360 product videos for people who sell physical products online. As you can think about a static photo or just words on a page, video really is transcending, and it does a much better job in informing people about the benefits and all those fancy things when you sell online. So before I get into the what and why we do, I'll give you a little background about myself. As mentioned, I'm currently the CEO at Prodeo360. I graduated from Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, which is where we currently produce all of our content. I've also worked with Google, ABC, and L Plummer Media over the past 10 years. And over my career, I've done everything from feature films to short movies to commercials, you name it. If it's video related, I've done it. And again, I started my very first company at the age of 19 while I was actually in college doing very low budget club videos and that kind of jazz in Orlando, Florida, which kind of led me to where I am today. And so moving on, I want to talk about the what and the why we do what we do at Prodeo. Now, again, we do custom 360 product videos. And the why we do that, which is just as important as what we do, we want to connect people and products to unique online product experiences. Again, if you look at a photo or read a blog or something like that, that's one thing. But we all know the power of video, whether it's educating, whether it's entertaining, and in this case, particularly selling. And so we make it very simple to get really high quality content. And as he mentioned, we have people like Google and so many platforms pushing for video related content is a big deal. And so moving forward, I want to give you a quick demo so you can have a reference exactly what our end products look like. What you're looking at, we have 3 tiers. We offer a basic, we offer a premium, and a premier. I want to kind of, Jessica, or who's ever managing, no problem. I want to show you guys exactly how we do it. So our basic is what it is. It's very basic, and it's our entry-level product. So what you get is a really high-quality HD 360 view of the product. And what this does is really immerses the customer. Once you have a customer who's clicking through maybe from social media or landing on your website, this is much more appealing in terms of the impulse buying and learning exactly what it looks like as if you're holding the product in your hand. So our next tier is more of a customized approach. It shows you how to use the product. It offers you music. You can brand it a bit more. that's our second tier. And as you can see, it's a very immersive experience. No problem. You don't have to play the videos all the way through. And so our last tier gives you everything you get with the basic and the premium, but you have added benefits like 4K resolution. You have voiceovers to describe the benefits of the product.
The popular D-Shot 3-dial mineral glass face design incorporates one analog dial in the center and digital dials on either side. Oversized buttons come with a checking and digital service to make operations fast and sure. These watches are designed and engineered to move outstanding.
And so those are our products. That's what we offer our customers. And we'll get into the business model here in a second, but they basically vary based off the level of customization and how the customer wants it. So now that we've seen the product, I want to get into the numbers, right? Because it's one thing to have an idea, but you also need to have data to back it up. And at Prodeo, we believe our mission is to really create the future in terms of servicing the need for video. We believe video is the new photo, meaning in the future, every website homepage, every landing page, every product page will have some sort of product video. And that's what we aim to service. The numbers really do not lie. If you look at what TechCrunch says about Facebook, over 8 billion views daily, consumers watch video. Cisco, by the year 2020, 75% of mobile traffic will be video related, which is very, very impressive. And last but not least, according to realseo.com, you have over 73% of consumers who are much more likely to make a purchase after watching a product-related video. So these numbers are very impressive when you think about where we're moving in terms of shopping online. So the quick overview of our team, of course, you have myself as well as our COO, Greg Stedman, who's been my partner for 10 years on multiple projects. Our CTO, he's actually the Google's director of startup grind for Nashville, where he's located. He's in charge of our technology and our infrastructure to allow us to service a mass market and keep our prices low, as well as maintain our quality. And last but not least, Joshua Crafton, he's our chief marketing officer. He was one of the first employees at RocketLawyer.com, which is Rocket Lawyer is a direct competitor to LegalZoom in many ways. He was one of the first employees, and he helped grow it from a startup to the multiple $1 million company that it is today. So that's our team, and we're very excited to be doing what we do. So moving forward, our business model. How does all this work, and how do we service our customers? We do it in very simple steps, 3 steps, excuse me. First, you go to our website or use our app, and you select the quantity. We do it pay per video, which is, it doesn't matter whether you get 1 or 30 videos, it's the flat fee, and you pay on the number of videos that you get. Next, the reference that I showed you, the 3 tiers, you select what customization option you would like. The second step is to simply package up your products, and either USPS will pick it up, or you could drop it off on your way out and mail it. It's free shipping both ways. And from there, we receive it into our product studios. Last but not least, we create the digital files, we customize it, you receive it in a couple of days, and you can instantly use it on your social media accounts, your websites, or whatever the case may be. We also offer add-on services, things like changing the color of the background, or again, 4K resolution. And so that's how we operate. So what have we done so far since we launched? Prodeo itself is about 8 years old, but again, our team has over 30 years of doing technology as well as video production. We launched in June of 2015. In our very first few months, we did well over 40,000 in revenue. We've locked in big name clients such as Casio, Larson's Jewelers, Leatherman Tools, and many more. We also are a Innovate Arkansas client company, and we just completed the accelerator program in Northwest Arkansas, the 2.70. And we actually just closed on our very first round of seed funding last Tuesday, specifically of $125,000. Now, as I mentioned before, we're currently located in Florida, but we're also in the process due to the money we're raising to move to Bentonville, Arkansas, where we will build out our new studio and service that particular area, which is what we're very excited about. Thank you. And so again, this is what we've done. We're very excited. We're very young, but we know there's a lot of potential in doing what we do. And so to kind of give you a better visual, why I have these particular brands on there, I want to really, I guess, reiterate why we do what we do. If you think about what all these companies have in common, whether it's Instacart, Warby Parker, Uber, they're service companies at the core, right? They offer a service, but it's proprietary technology and infrastructure that allows them to leverage a service company to bring it to mass markets. So that's what we aim to do through technology and a solid infrastructure, is to be able to offer our product videos to literally thousands of online store owners who need the service at a very low price with high quality. So getting back to who we serve, who our customers are, and how we're going to grow, again, as I mentioned, we're currently relocating to Bentonville, Arkansas. I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but if you sell to Walmart, whether online or in their stores, you have to have an office there. So for us, it's like a payday because it's 1,000 supplies there, and we can offer our services and really take advantage of that market. So this is the main reason why we're relocating to this particular area, in addition to our investors making it a part of the deal. As well as that particular service area, we're going to go after the Shopifys, the Volusions, and these platforms that have millions of active users selling physical products online. You think about it's well over 68 million people using these softwares. So in addition to that, they have app stores, no different than iOS or Google Play, to where you can add on services to make your online shop experience much better. And we're actually building our native ad for each platform as we speak, which will hopefully be out within a year. And with all that said, that's Prodeo360. And I hope you guys really understand what we do. If you want to find out more information, you can go to Prodeo360.com.
Let's give it up for Kareem. Come on. That was amazing. That was so good. So now we're going to open up for questions. Anybody have a question in the crowd? I know you're probably blown away by those videos. So anybody?
First a comment and then a question.
Yes, sir.
Tim Freeman from Hark. First, just a quick comment and then a short question. I think this is a fantastic idea. It's a very simple, straightforward business model. I applaud you, and I'm super excited that you're coming back to Arkansas.
Thanks, man.
And then that leads to the second question. When are you getting here? What's the time frame for making the
move?
We'll
be set up in Bentonville in April, the first week of April. So what we've done, we've closed the funding, of course, of the legalities that come with that. We're a corporation. So we have to do a lot of paperwork, which is what we're doing over the next couple of weeks. So we hope to be set up and ready to go no later than the first week of April.
John Foley with the Insurance Center. Question, I want to make sure I understand what you're doing. You're actually taking physical possession of the products when it sells through your site and then packaging up and sending it back out?
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. So, and the reason why we do that, to explain our model, if you think about 360 degrees, it's impossible to do just through data manipulation. You have to have the product and touch it. So the easiest way to do that is to ship it. And so we've created our model to give you free shipping so you can mail it into our product studios. Now, if you think about our customer, they naturally already have a shipping infrastructure in place. So sending it to us free of charge is really no, outlandish question to ask these people to do. And we've had a lot of success doing it. So to answer your question in short, that's exactly what we do. You go online, you choose your quantity to customization, you package it up, you get free shipping. We shoot it, then we send it back to you. And funny enough, most customers don't even want it back because they have a certain amount of products that they give away anyway. So that's usually what we get, and we have everything from skateboards to rings in our studios, and it's a pretty cool place to work. It's exciting. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Elise Stroud, Merger Match. First, welcome back to Arkansas. That's exciting. Second, how do you control the security of products when people send you high-value items?
In terms of stealing or like breakable stuff? What do you
All of the above.
Right. Well, that's the benefit of a service that we offer, which is why we have to raise funding. We have a lot of policies and procedures in place that really makes us different from a traditional video company. So when you think about shipping and logistics, that's another layer to what we do. We have a general manager, and that's his job, is to receive products. We put them in bins, and we bring them out to the floor to be shot. After they're shot, the same day they go right back out to the customer if that's what they want. And if they don't, we give it to our employees, as a perk gift for doing good work. And so it's a trust factor, right? You want to hire the best people, so that avoids stealing. And unfortunately, we can't guarantee that, things won't happen. No different than USPS can't guarantee or FedEx can't guarantee your product won't be broken. But we do also offer product insurance and shipping insurance. So things like that really take away the stress that customers have with shipping the products to us. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Walter Burgess with Power Technology. So I'm confused a little bit. Are you an e-commerce site or are you strictly a video production house? Because you're not reselling the item after you shoot the video.
Not
you're
at
just
all.
selling the video, right?
Right. We're a service company, right? So think
But
about
it's video service.
right. We're a video service, and what we do is showcase products. So think about the traditional video company, right? The traditional video company does low volume, very high price productions. We flipped it and said, okay, well, let's do high volume at low prices. So we're a platform, right? So if you have a product, you want to showcase it, you send it to us. No different than you would get a local company to come shoot a commercial, whatever the case may be. We just created a model to really work for what we aim to do, if that makes sense.
Gray Williams, take two questions. One is just generally talk about scalable and how you're planning to scale. And then the second one is, you mentioned up there proprietary technology, but describe that a little bit more, because it doesn't seem like anything you do is really proprietary. What is it that's, that's the secret
Sure,
sauce?
great question. So again, let's talk about the traditional production cycle, right? When you deal with video, you're dealing with huge files. And so if you were a regular company without the technology that we've built, you have to take a lot of time shooting it, saving it to a storage device, uploading those files, manually going through each clip, labeling those clips, editing each clips, and then sending it back out after it's edited. We've literally created a system that cuts all of that out. So it goes directly from our cameras via Wi-Fi. We have an extremely fast, special internet connection through Windstream, which is how we're able to do this and process so many large files, literally thousands in a couple of days. So again, the proprietary part of us is we've built a system that organizes clips in real time. So if you're a shooter, which is how we operate, you shoot the product, you press a button, over Wi-Fi, it goes directly to a remote server. Not only to that server, it goes to the correct folder, and then it's labeled and tagged, right? So our editors come in, they knock out the clip, and then they export it out. So again, if you look at a traditional model, they don't have that. That's something we had to come up from scratch, because we ran into an issue early on of, well, you can't really shoot 1,000 files in a day and edit them all without spending a day and a half, 3 days uploading, right? Organizing. So we cut all that out, and we wrote code to organize those clips in real time. Another thing to think about, once you add more than one shooter, you have 4 or 5 people shooting these products, you have thousands of files coming from different places. Our technology organizes that in real time, sends it to the correct folders, labels it in real time, so our editors can hop on the back end, edit based on the specifications, and then knock it out. So we literally cut out about 4 or 5 steps of the traditional way to do it. So that's what makes it proprietary.
So I have a question on that point.
Yes.
So you're cutting out all these processes, and it sounds like the intellectual property you have is around the process. What does that look like to the consumer? So you're doing high volume, but is it still a quick turnaround for the consumer compared to your competitors?
Yes, great question. So our traditional turnaround time at this point is about 3 to 5 days. And to give you a snippet of how we process, last month we did about 1,000 clips a week, right? So that's time of shooting to the server, edit it, export it to the customer, 1,000 a week. We perfected that system, which is another reason why we had to raise money. We needed more servers, we needed more engineers to be able to, get that working. And so in terms of a patent, that's what we're working on. We don't know exactly if we will be able to get one, but the system itself is really hard to replicate. It took us months to figure it out. It's written in a language that is very special. It's called Liquid. It's not a lot of people that code in Liquid. So our CTO, Jay Kerr, built that from scratch, which is something that we use and take to our advantage.
So Jessica Johnston Myers with the Venture Center. It sounds like maybe this is a technology that could be used in other applications. Do you guys have any vision for taking this proprietary process that you have and farming that out or licensing it so that other people can use it? Or is it really just you have this cool thing that you do and it's just for videos, the end?
That's a good question. Honestly, right now, we're really big on focus, and we want to be the best at what we do. Now, of course, with our experience, we know we can do our services. Once you have so much equipment, we have over 6 or 7 cameras. We have a lot of computers, so we can render this stuff out and rent it out, excuse me. But at this point, at least for the next foreseeable future, which is next 3 years or so, we're going to specifically do what we do. Now, in terms of improving the clips themselves, we're working on something called in-video commerce. What we're working on is the ability for somebody to post a video on social media, and literally the customer in one click can make the purchase of the product in real time. So as opposed to watching the video, landing on a website, going to the checkout page and checking out, you watch the video, you click it, similar to Amazon's one-click payments. And you click it one time, you're done. The product's on its way to your house. So that, in terms of evolving and innovating, that's what we're working on in-house.
Hi, Elise again. You mentioned earlier that in 6 months you had made somewhere in the neighborhood of $40,000 revenue, but you talk in terms of thousands of videos per day. So I'm wondering what your pricing is.
Right. Per video, our basic starts at $15 per video. It goes to 25 and then 45. And so our very first 6 months, I'm sorry, I thought somebody there saw something. Our very first few months, most of our sales came through very small amounts of customers, but with big orders, right? Casio put in an order for 1,000 products. And so right now, through the month of January, we're on track to do about $500,000 in sales with or without an investment. But the biggest part for us was to get that technology built so we can do even more. And so to answer your question, it's one of those things. We started off 6 months, we did trying to improve our market and perfect what we did. We did a very few amount of customers. We only had about 15 actual paying customers. And that's how we generated that income. And we do a per video pricing to kind of reiterate, $15, $25, and $45. So whether you have 1 or 1,000 products, the price is the same, depending on the customer.
I don't know if I've ever said this, but you should charge more. That
Right.
stuff is worth more than that.
Right.
Does anybody else have any questions, by the way? Right here? Okay.
Mandy with Timberline Adventure Park. Sounds like you're mainly doing products like jewelry, leather, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you considered doing sports products like paintball guns?
Paintball guns. Well, that's a good question. We don't really have a target industry per se, because what we've found through research and talking to our customers, our service really does work for anybody with any type of physical product, right? So one of our newest customers sells silverware. So it's a really special type of silverware. So they want videos to describe the material, to kind of give you examples of how to use it, that kind of thing. So it works for anybody. It really just depends. So in your case, a paintball gun, if it has a certain special features or whatever the case may be, it's really cool to watch that in real time as it spins and hear about voiceovers and see graphics tell you about the features and benefits. So again, it really does work for every product that's physical.
You're talking about things being shipped to you as all in-house, or have you ever went remote to a location and done some of the?
It's funny you asked that. We actually were thinking about that for the Bentonville area, but with the USPS and their pickup services, we don't have to do it. And what we do, we offer free shipping, but if you want it picked up from USPS, it is a $20 add-on, which is not bad when you think about it. But we personally probably won't get into that business because of the logistics side of it. It would make our prices go through the roof to be able to have somebody literally driving the truck all day, have multiple trucks. Now, we do plan on opening up more hubs in different areas to save on shipping costs and that kind of deal. For us, because it's free shipping to them, but we still have to foot the bill. So anyway, we can eat that up. We want to do that.
One quick question: do you guys do slow-mo video?
Yeah,
have you done that before?
Yeah, it's really just whatever the customer wants. If they say, "Hey, send me a slow-mo video," we're gonna do it.
Does anyone have any other questions before we over here? Okay.
Last question for you. What is the most valuable item you've ever been hired to do a 360 video?
You know what's funny? It's not. It was Rolex. We just got a contract with Rolex a couple weeks ago, but it doesn't start until April because they're working on the actual sending the first batch. Now they sent the very first video for a trial, which was a $12,000 Rolex watch. Yeah, right. And so we got it. We were like, oh my God, But that's the most expensive thing. Yeah. So you don't want to be liable for that and the breakage that it costs to replace something like that. But yeah, that's the most expensive at this point. Right? No, they want those back. Yeah, I wish.
So I guess we'll kind of wrap it up. This was honestly amazing. Like this is one of the kind of the best presentations we've had as far as the product offering, in my opinion, just to be honest. So what we end this with is you have one ask to the crowd. If you can ask the crowd as a whole anything to do to help you personally, help your business, your team, the floor is yours to ask whatever you want.
Sure. I don't want to sound selfish, but if you know anybody who has physical products who could use our service, of course. But no, just show support, whether it's social media, whether you're at an event and you happen to come across somebody who might need us, just help us out. We are an Arkansas-based company now, and it will help the local economy, especially with the Venture Center and startups being very important to every ecosystem around the world. And so companies like us, who are funded, it really helps other companies get funded, right? Because it's not really the funding that makes the difference. It's successful companies. That's how you keep the ecosystem going. That's how other people get opportunities to get their ideas out. So at the end of the day, my one ask is that just show support in any way you can. If you have products, we would love to shoot them for you. But other than that, just like us on Facebook or visit our website to show your friends or whoever else might need it. And that would be it.
That was incredible. Thank you so much. Everybody give a round of applause.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, man.
So before we adjourn, have a few announcements. The Venture Center is looking for volunteers for the Jolt Hackathon this weekend. It's a super fun event. If you've never been, it's really cool. Even if you don't know anything about coding or everything there is to know, it's great. Second, the FinTech Accelerator, partnered with or powered by FIS. They're going to be doing 1 million cups next week, and we're going to have breakfast for that, and we're going to try to really blow it out. We've got some FinTech executives from FIS coming. They're like corporate guys, so this is kind of like their first flavor of Arkansas in a way. So we really want to blow it out and make sure that we get a lot of people here and a lot of support, ask good questions, that kind of thing. Lastly, Walter Burgess back here in the back, give us a wave. Woo! Laser Technologies. They are looking for sales positions. So if you know anybody, Walter, you want to know? Okay. Or say a quick piece.
I'll never turn down the chance for a mic. So I've got sales positions available for entrepreneurial-minded people. We're growing both in our cinema division and in our industrial division. So if you think lasers are cool, come see me.
And they are cool. If you get a chance, check out their website. You'll be on it for 30 minutes, and then you'll come out of the wormhole thinking, why don't I know more about lasers? But seriously, this was a great one. Honestly, this is one of the better 1 million cups we've had. You guys are just sneakily killing it and giving a great round of applause. Seriously, such a great service at such a great price, and I could not be happier that you guys are coming to Little Rock or coming to Northwest Arkansas as a whole, right? So thank you guys for coming out to 1 million cups. Stay. We have more coffee. It's hot. Don't burn yourself. But have a great rest of the Wednesday.